I'm Euge Valovirta.
Hi, I'm Roope.
We are here at Roope's studios and you just heard us jamming No Shit Sherlock. That song that was done by Roope, produced here, and we just, jammed a little bit. And, this is a two-part video. The first part, this part you're watching, this will be on my channel, and the second part will be on Roope's YouTube channel. So link in the description below. Be sure to check it out, follow, hit the subscribe button so you're not missing anything, because we'll be doing more of these collaborations, I'm pretty sure, in the future as well. So yes, I'm in Finland now, and whenever I am in Finland, one of the things that have not changed and hopefully will not change is I visit Roope's studio, because it's a fantastic studio, and Roope is a fantastic guy and a fantastic guitar player and knows a lot about things that I don't necessarily know. So whenever I'm here, because our history goes back to,
I guess it's 2007 already.
Something like early 2000s.
I was 13 years
Yeah,
old.
Roope was 13 and I did a guitar clinic at Hämeenlinna, where you lived. It's a city about 100 kilometers north from Helsinki.
Yeah.
Smallish city. And you were 13-year-old and I did a guitar clinic, and that was the first time we met.
Yeah, and I remember you had the Tom guitar.
The Tom.
The Camo V.
The Camo V, the ESP Tom picture probably there. Pretty special ESP custom shop.
Yeah, and I remember that day really well, because I heard you talking about your background and where you come from, and I noticed that we have many common related stuff that we have. So we both played ice hockey, and that was kind of our dream. And then we end up playing guitars.
Yeah, I mean, I still say people that I'm a hockey player who plays a little bit of guitar and makes records.
And that was also my dream, that someday I will play hockey for a living. So
that didn't work out, but luckily we both now play guitar for a living.
Yeah. And after the clinic, I came to you and asked if I could try your guitars, and because Hämeenlinna is a really small city, there weren't any real ESPs because it's a small town and small music shop, so it was, I mean, quite a great opportunity to see the actual custom shops and see the real ESPs. Of course, there were LTDs and I was this tall, 13 years old boy with a lot of courage, and I came to ask that I have just started playing guitar. Can I try your guitars? And that was the first time we met.
Yeah. And but I had to say, back then I was better. And you notice I say was.
It's not going like that way. But yeah. And I still have there were kind of those ESP catalogs which back in the day, because there weren't great websites and great web shops where you can eyeball all the guitars. So at the time they did the catalog.
Yeah, catalogs, ESPs, And I guess I was on a couple of those.
Yeah. And I still have that catalog where you signed it for me.
Oh.
And there's the skull. and it also says "Rock on, keep playing."
In English?
No, in Finnish.
I thought that. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, okay. That I didn't remember. Right,
and then a couple of years went by, and I was back then 15 or 16, and you came again in the music shop.
Yeah.
To make a clinic or something.
I think
like that.
clinic. Yeah.
And then you asked, "Are you the same guy who was there back in the day?" I was, "Yeah, well, come on here, let's play." And then we kind of became sort of like friends.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess we're
Not
friends.
sort of. we became friends.
Yeah, and I remember I showed you that you can find backing tracks from YouTube.
Yeah.
And you were like, "Holy shit! There's real backing tracks. I can play with those."
Yeah, because I've never been a much of a computer or YouTube guy. There's a guy who has a YouTube, so well nowadays. But then I really didn't, care, and I was actually blown away that because I thought that YouTube, it's just like stupid cat videos.
Yeah.
And then Roope showed me that no, there's actually stuff you can learn that I go, oh wow, and yeah, and I guess we were at your place, where you lived then,
that was before that. That
Okay.
was at the music shop.
Uh-huh,
And
okay.
there were computer which
okay.
customers can use
Okay.
and try
And then
try software, and it has a
okay.
So
But after that,
I was in high school. I was 18, and I was studying music. I mean, in high school,
it was like music oriented
high
school. Yeah.
And there were a chance to do like a sort of like your own concert.
Yeah, like a part of the thesis, kind of the graduation. Yeah.
And I just got some weird idea that I sent you a Facebook message. We already at that time we have already met like twice or.
Yeah.
Hey, would you like to come to play shred guitar to my high school with me? You instantly say yes. And at the time I was still living with my parents, and you came day before to practice that show to my parents' house. You got all those tattoos and came to my room, and my parents was like, who is this guy? And then we play a lot of shows and
because we
a lot of songs. Sorry.
Yeah, and I remember many of the songs were quite like okay, whatever. But then when he said like and I was thinking this Dream Theater overture A2, like I need to actually practice.
Yeah.
And I really needed to practice because that style of music wasn't and still maybe is not kind of what's like how I kind of play. So I really needed to actually practice it. It's quite a lot because I mean, well, first it's John Petrucci, who is absolutely amazing player, technically and melodically and every ways, I think. But because the other songs were, I think I had played them, so it was no problem. But it was actually cool to practice something I wasn't that familiar with. I mean, I was familiar with Dream Theater and liked the band, but I've never played that. But that was like, oh damn, and because you played it then really well. You had like you done your homework, and I'm like, okay.
But when you came to my parents' house, you already knew the songs and
I did. Okay.
Yeah, and you played them really well, actually.
Okay, so then I had practiced that before. Yeah, because I remember, because that was the only song I really actually needed to sit down and practice, old school practice, like not just learning it, but because there were some stuff and, like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I need to like really practice the licks, not just like, okay, whatever. But okay, yeah. Well, that was really, and after that I actually practiced and learned some more Dream Theater stuff. Because I mean, it's always good to challenge yourself and go out from your comfort zone, so to say. Because and that also, it will influence your own playing. And I don't know, my playing, you probably don't hear Petrucci there, but it's probably still there because everything you kind of sink into what there is. But okay. And then the next day was the show, right?
Yeah, was cool.
Yeah, just cool. Yeah.
And then what happened after the show? We went to the music shop and we held the guitar clinic together.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And that was my first guitar clinic ever. And we basically jammed same songs at the music shop.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a funny thing how
things go, because you know you're 13.
Yeah, just one moment could change everything, because then came this our show and our clinic, and because of you I met Kai from Musa Maailma, and I ended up working with Kai because of you, and then because of you I ended up playing at Rock and Roll Sensation, where I met Pekka.
Yeah.
And because of that, I played there. I joined the Brother Fire Tribe. So basically, I just want to thank you that all my career is from that moment. I was 13.
Yeah.
And I just want to come to say hi and try your guitars. And you were so kind, and you have helped me a lot of things. And also in my YouTube channel. Yeah, I couldn't use a camera. You showed me how it works, and then I was like, okay, yeah.
And now you showed me that you can actually do these things too. Oh,
yeah, but it was because of you.
Yeah.
Wow,
well, thank you. I mean, it's really nice, and that just proves that sometimes you just need to open your mouth and say hi, and you know.
Yeah.
Good things can happen, and it's in this case many good things has happened.
Yeah, and of course nothing came for free, so I have worked my ass off.
But that's what it takes.
Yeah. But you need to get contact with people, and you never know what it leads to. So I'm very thankful and for you what you have done for me.
That's great, because I mean, like, we've been friends ever since, but we haven't really talked about this. I mean, I knew this, of course, but I didn't remember the details. What you just told me, that like the how we learned the songs and how we were at your parents and you know Rock and Roll Sensation, which was like a cover party band. They still play. I mean that in back in the time. That was kind of my day job, my main job, where I earned because we did like shows 2 or 3 per week back then, and one year I think the best or the worst year, depending how you calculate it, I think I did like, I remember, I think it was 135 or 155 shows. So it's basically every other day.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, it's either good or bad.
Yeah.
Economically, it's good, but then, you know, it can be kind of tiring and
it's different, because if you're playing in a like a rock band, they're doing a tour and then they go home for a while.
Yeah.
But with this like a cover band thing, you are constantly on the road.
Constantly, and then because you know it was a cover band, we played a lot of those ferries that goes between Finland and Sweden. So sometimes we were on those boats for several days, and we played usually 4 or 5 sets a day, couple of during the day, and then 1 early evening and 2 late evening, and those shows were like 45 to 60 minutes. So on many days, which is like a show day, which you could count 1, but then if you really divide it, so some day I actually played 5 or 6 shows during the day, and that times 100 or something. So that's why, because some people have asked me how many shows I played. Well, I thought, well, depending how you calculate it, but it's basically between 2,000 or 6,000. So that's quite a lot. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
but that, like they say, 1 show equals 10 practices. Because on show, you really need to deliver and perform, and you learn a lot.
Yeah.
Because you also need to listen to other people, and because we were playing covers, sometimes it was like we we were a backing band for certain artists, we might get the set list a couple of days before, and then you need to learn like 15 songs in a few days. And that also makes you better, because you need to, I mean, sometimes it was impossible to learn. Sometimes I just had notes like G major.
Yeah.
That was it. Like, that was the only thing I'm like, how this sounds goes. Okay, what's in my notes? G major.
Yeah.
Well, that's not really helpful. But, well, it is kind of, because then at least you know the key. And if it's major, there's a certain notes and chords that will fit.
Yeah.
So then you just, but usually, you know, after the first chorus, you're like, okay, I got this.
Yeah, there is a reason why if you're playing on a ferries here in Finland, they call it like a Baltic Sea High School of Music.
Yes.
So it's a basic.
Everybody who's gone through that high school, they're pretty seasoned.
Yeah.
In many ways.
Yeah.
or seasoned or marinated.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well that's interesting history, and when I said I was a better player, I wasn't completely joking. Roope is absolutely, because you're schooled.
Yeah.
I'm my school is the Baltic school of
High school of music.
Yeah. So I mean, I know of course basic theory and stuff. I know what the notes are here and stuff, and I can read very slowly. But you're like actual degree and stuff. So always when I'm here, I always learn like a lot, and not just for playing, but for equipment. Like today, I learned nice things about cameras and some editing. And Roope is a great engineer. Roope is also a mixing engineer and producer like me. So I think we always learn from each other.
Yeah.
Like we share information, and that is, I think it's really important to have a person or persons like this, because I mean you can learn a lot from YouTube, but I always take whatever is on YouTube with a grain of salt. I think that's the way you say it, because that's just, you don't necessarily know the person, and opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and they're all different. At least I think so. I haven't done deep research about that.
How about that guitar? Does it have an asshole?
No, it's moving. It doesn't. Well, it has luck. It's kind of.
But
the movies don't have. But it's important to have a person you know that it's good, to find the way you can actually trust. And if you like the same things like me and Roope, we kind of share the same kind of sounds, guitars, equipment. So it's really good to have a person you can bounce your ideas, and you can always learn, because you're never, I mean, the minute you think you're really good, you're actually, you know, because the better you get, the more you know what you don't know.
Yeah. And that is quite sad, because when I started playing guitar and going into all of this music stuff, I thought I was good, but now it's completely different. Yeah,
and it's the same feeling when before I come here, I think I'm pretty good, and then when I play with you, I'm like, no, I'm not.
but it's great that I mean everybody has their own approach.
Yeah.
When it comes to guitar playing, mixing, and producing and stuff, but it's great that we, as you already said, that we share same passion for same kind of music, same kind of guitar, same kind of gear.
Yeah.
But we still have our own approaches, and when we met, it's always become a great discussion about the stuff.
Yeah.
And then we bouncing, like you said, things back and forth. And it's something that YouTube is great, but you can chat in the comments, but it's not the same as in real life.
Yeah, and I know that it's not always possible, you know, to have a professional you can buy, especially if you're starting something. But do like Roope, go to a guitar clinic or whatever, and go to say hi to your favorite guitar player, and you might end up becoming good friends.
Yeah, and that's the biggest advice that I always give the guys who came ask for help. That I just tell them, get contacts with many players, many people in this industry, and you never know what's gonna happen. Because if you are at home alone with your own stuff, if the learning curve takes much longer than somebody tells you, you can do it this way.
Yeah,
and
exactly. And it's also the same with, let's say, like guitar sounds, because our head fucks us up. Because human brain adapts. If you listen to something like, let's say, really bright, after a while it becomes normal, and something that's not bright feels dull. So that's also when if you are just home playing, and you might think that you have a great sound, and this happens to all of us.
Yeah.
Then you go to somewhere else, and you're like, oh, it sounds like, okay, maybe I need to adjust. So dialing guitar sounds, mixing whatever sounds, I have always my reference tracks, which I usually listen to many times, always, I don't remember, always, before I start to mix, to kind of just to, tune my head, tune my ears. And the same goes with amps. I have my 800 Bad Boy. Whenever there's a pedal or speaker, whatever, I try with that, because I know that amp like my own pockets. So just to, get and you get the same kind of, when you bounce ideas, that you kind of, so that's always a good thing to remember. And I think this one leads to next topic, which is more about gear, which is going to be the video number 2 on Roope's channel. So we will talk a little bit, maybe even more, not little bit, about guitars, amps and gear, why we use them and how you could use them, and all that kind of stuff. Part 2 of this is on Roope's channel. Link is in the description to his channel and also to the
next
video. All right, thanks for watching. See you on the part 2. Bye.
Bye.